I think when people think about sustainability, they think, oh, it's like all waste and recycling, but it really encompasses water use and energy use and efficiency, and it really spans almost every department. So my name is Kate Whitbeck, and I am Harmons Director of Sustainability. One of the projects that I've been working on at Harmons is figuring out how we can be more environmentally responsible and socially responsible in our purchasing practices. One of the primary tools that we use is Monterey Bay Aquarium's Seafood Watch program. They have this great color-coded rating system. Our seafood purveyor, Pacific Seafood, is also a real leader in the industry. They've been around for about 70 years as well, and so they're really invested in making sure that those fisheries are sustainable for generations to come. And we all know that overfishing is impacting the health of our oceans, but climate change is also having just a disastrous impact. And so what we're trying to do at Harmons is change the way that we operate in all areas and operate more sustainably in all areas so that we can reduce our impact on climate change. So when we're talking about ocean health, one of the practices that I would recommend is trying to find ways to reduce any single-use plastic in your life. And so when I say single-use plastic, what I mean, are plastic utensils, plastic cups, plastic bottles, napkins, all these things that we use just for a few minutes and then throw away. So we have a great offering in terms of reusable plastic bottles, reusable mugs, reusable utensils, so that you can plan a picnic or pick up fast food, pick up takeout, and not need any of those disposable materials. I think a lot of people are beginning to realize that their food choices really have a big impact on their carbon footprint. Food choices account for about 25% of global greenhouse gas emissions, so it really adds up. It can be hard to imagine, but when you think about what it takes to grow, harvest, transport, process, and cook the food that we're putting on our tables, it really does add up. So any chance that we can to cut down on that footprint and cutting down on that transport piece is certainly one of the easiest things to do. And there's so many other benefits of eating locally. You're supporting your local economy, you're supporting local farmers, you're preserving green spaces. There's so many different benefits. We'd really like to be leaders when it comes to sustainability in our communities. We know that we have a lot to learn, to educate ourselves, to change some of our habits. And actually, this is one of the reasons that we partner with Loveland Living Planet Aquarium. We really value the role that they play in educating the public to be better stewards of the planet, and so that we feel like that really aligns well with our values. We've been around for close to 90 years. We're a locally operated, family-run business, so we're really invested in the communities where we're based. In addition to being a sponsor of the aquarium also actually buys a lot of produce from Harmons. On average, they buy about 40 heads of lettuce a week and about a dozen apples. And then when you calculate things on a year-long basis, it comes out to about 1,400 pounds of lettuce a year, about 500 pounds of blueberries, and about 300 pounds of yams. So that's a lot of produce. People might say, well, why are these sea creatures eating fruits and vegetables? But if you've ever been to the aquarium, you understand that, they also have some land dwellers. They've got prehensile-tailed porcupines and sloths, turtles, tortoises, birds that all eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. And one of the unique facts that I learned is that for holidays, they like to make special meals for the animals. And so for Halloween, they have a pumpkin filled with vegetables. And then for Valentine's Day, they have roses. So thank you so much for joining us for World Ocean Week. And we look forward to seeing you at Harmons and the aquarium.